Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft server. I am standing here doing what I spend a lot of time doing now, which is literally just turning around like this and looking at this place from all different angles. I love it. It looks absolutely amazing. And in between episodes I've been working on stuff around here which I'm going to show you. I've got to think about what is the best way to get up there, because if I throw this ender pearl, and I thought for a second there I'd only had one. That would have been a little bit of a problem since most of them are up there out of reach. Nope, I missed. And I'm inside a block, which is very convenient because now I can throw another ender pearl there. And we can get on top, and you can see this place has certainly changed. So I went around and I half slabbed everything. It looks pretty boring actually. There's not a lot going on here. There's all this crazy lighting because of the glowstone. I actually started off by trying to cover all of this up. I was putting blocks in front of it and then putting slabs on top so you couldn't see the lighting effect, but then after a while I realised that I was being a little bit OCD and that this place is pretty chaotic. But apart from that, I've also installed some sky lamps, so these go all the way up to the surface. The old ones have been blocked in. This is one of them. No, that's not it, is it? There is one of them. There's plenty of them around here. There we go. Note that one is also one deep. This is strange. There you go. So you can see that up at the surface I've blocked it up. So we blocked up all of the old ones and we put in some new ones. There are 9 of them up the top here. No, sorry, 8. And then there's a gap in the middle. And I've used the stained glass. This goes all the way up through there. I just felt like doing that. I'm not really sure why, because I could have just put one at the surface and then it would have, you know, still come through, but I decided to fill up that gap with glass. And then we also have one down the end here, and this is behind each of these. Now the reason that I half slabbed all of this, which I haven't got around to yet, is because slimes were spawning up here and other mobs as well. In fact, there are a few caves like this where zombies just drop down and start walking from place to place. And speak of the zombies, there they are. It's somewhere around here. Let's see if we can spot it. It's actually a little dingy and dark because it's night outside. Yeah, this one right here, a lot of mobs come through here. They drop down and start wandering around the base. But yeah, it's all been slabbed, so no slimes will spawn up here. And if we go down, all the way down, I still haven't done this little bit here, so I might want to change that up. I've also slabbed all of this, so no slimes are going to spawn up there. And this guy must have spawned on the side here because I've also slabbed the bottom. And again, another thing that I've done is I've gone round and removed all of the lights as well. But you can see the void fog is kicking in down here because I've removed the old sky lamps. So let's throw an ender pearl just over there. Oh, glitching into the blocks again. So let's have a look at what happens when we walk through. I didn't actually see it. Okay, there it is. So look at the very back, just where my crosshairs are, to the side. You can see no void fog, and then no void fog. So there is a 1 block gap where you can just about see it in the very far distance. Now if I move to the side, that actually gets a little bit stronger, but it shouldn't really affect things too much. But then if we go around to this area, you can see the void fog kind of kicks in at various places. I absolutely hate the void fog. I think it's terrible now. And then when you go back around here, it kind of comes back and goes away. It's not great. It's a little bit better, and it's a little bit worse as well, where we've changed it round. So yeah, things have kind of been mixed up. But the feedback for this place was amazing. It was really great to see. I knew you guys would love it though. I really did, because this place is pretty awesome. And I wasn't surprised. Quite a few mixed opinions on these things, these breakers that we have. And I can kind of see why people don't like them, but this is the kind of thing I like in Minecraft, where you have something a little bit unexpected and unusual. Now I want you to leave a comment again and let me know which one of these you like the most, because I noticed that some people were criticising this one over here, a few people were criticising that one, and this one as well. But the redstone one, everyone seemed to love. I didn't see a single bad comment about that. Loads of people said this was good. I think I had one comment saying that maybe I should use a brighter wood around the outside, and that is dark oak, so we could possibly try spruce, or we could try changing this over to stone as well. We might change these up a little bit, but I'm definitely going to be keeping the colour theme down here. I really like that, and it's a little unusual, and it's probably not the best way to do things really in terms of aesthetics. You know, pick 4 primary colours. You'd choose some building colours, you know, some greys, some stone bricks, and then pick a colour to match that. But I like to do something a little bit different down here, and I'm happy with it. I know it's unusual, but it's what I'm going to go with. So if we go around the back here, there are some suggestions for names, and we are going to look at them. There was actually a few more, but I wasn't really writing them down. I was making a mental note, and yeah, that never works because you forget things. So always write down your ideas. That is a really good tip right there. So a few names that have come to mind, or at least ones I've been reading in the comments. One of these is mine. Origin and Plaza, Chrome, Abalon, and Geodome. These are some interesting names. Now, Origin and Plaza are pretty cool. I like those. Chrome is because of Google Chrome, and we're using the 4 colours that that uses. And Abalon, I think, is a reference to Avalon. And then the Geodome, I'm not really too keen on the dome names. I've seen a lot of those suggested, but it reminded me of Geomine, so I kind of like that name. I put that down on this list. But Catharsis is one I came up with. That is actually from one of my favourite songs. It has the word catharsis in. I've always liked that song. So I think catharsis means like a place of what words to use, like safety or spiritual. So I've looked it up, and catharsis actually means the process of releasing and therefore by providing relief from strong or repressed emotions. That is not really what I thought that word meant. I thought it meant more like a spiritual home, a place of safety, a kind of keep or something like that. And I guess it's one of those things, you get an idea of what a word means, you could be completely wrong, and until you have a reason to correct yourself, then you don't know. So anyway, I've had a bit of a ramble on about this place. There's just one other thing that I want to show you, which is that I forgot to place vines when I was building this, and I got round to placing them around the rest of this. So here they are. They've all been in this place now for a while, growing and spreading, and so at some point I'm going to have to come around here and just place down a few bits of string because they're starting to spread quite a lot. And actually, if I don't do that soon, it could get kind of overgrown and become a little bit of a problem. But that is something that I will get round to doing, and then it will look neat and tidy. But we're going to do some more work on this place this episode. We're going to start building what is going above this because I have a plan, and I think I'll talk about that a little bit more when I'm ready to start work on that. But as of right now, we're going to do a couple more errands before we get around to that. So, where on earth are we right now? By the way, it's very busy on the server at the moment. 7 people online, and Maryland is back. He joined the server actually when he was really busy, so now he's got time to play, and he's on the vanilla server, which is awesome. But we are actually going down to the slime farm, and I didn't bring... Oh, I did. I've got 5 stone. That's good, because OCD, I want to patch this up with stone and not cobblestone. But the slime farm, the episode that I was building this, the 1.8 update came out after I finished this, and then my episode came out a little after that, and I was thinking, you know, oh, typical, they change it right as I renovate the slime farm. But then I realised after a while that actually the changes that I've made here are good, and there is something wrong there. There is sand missing. The heck? There's just no sand or cactus. Well, I'll have to come back and fix that at some point. And let's hop back onto this middle island. But the problem is that slimes in 1.8 are going to be able to swim and jump in water, which could be a problem. However, the thing is, and look at this, the water isn't flowing all the way to the edge there. That is really strange. And I think there's some blocks missing behind there as well. I'm going to have to come back and check on my own work here. It looks like I've missed a few things. But what we've done here is we've got water streams that are flowing towards the cactus. So we know how regular mobs behave in the water stream. Although they can swim, they can bob up and down and try and go in their own direction. They can never move against the current. So if the same thing applies to slimes, then they're going to be pushed into the edges and they're going to get killed by the cactus anyway. So fingers crossed this slime farm should work in 1.8, which is good because I spent a lot of time redoing this. So hopefully that is not going to be an issue. Check it out. Maryland, I think, is getting a tour around the server right now. I think they're recording. I was going to fire some shots at them, but that is... Whoa! Right in the face. Right in the face, guy. What if I can throw some random items at him? I've got nothing of use right now. I bet he could do with some food.
Dang, arrows. First the knees, and now the lag. Jeez.
Oh, Mumbo's house is burnt down. And there's a pink sheep outside.
Did you do this pink sheep?
Yeah, he must be responsible. No. He's the only person here.
Oh, you think that you're going to get away just because you're pink.
Oh, man. You think you're all cute just because you burned down a house, sheep.
It's the devil sheep, man. The sheep is the devil.
It is. Don't let that pink, fluffy wool lull you into a false sense of security.
How
That
did
thing's
this
evil.
get set on fire, though? There's no
Oh,
lava
man.
around here, is there?
Uh-uh.
That is real
Oh,
strange.
that's so sad.
All right, we're gonna have
Yeah,
to.
it's a nice little home.
Yeah. At least it was.
I'm gonna push the sheep in the house so we
Yeah, you
always
better
have in there.
stay in there.
You.
Think about what you've done.
We'll come
Yeah,
back for
don't you
questioning
give us
later.
those eyes. Yeah. Oh man, that was awesome.
Hey, I found a way down. Oh, wow.
I found a way down too, but I don't think it's the best way down.
Oh, what
Well,
has Monkey Farm
actually,
been up to? Look at this.
Where is you? Where is you?
I'm at the entrance, man. What's
Yeah,
going
it's
on
great,
here? This
isn't
is
it?
wonderful. Yeah, the lava at the top. There's fire
Yeah, come in.
underneath.
Marilyn, come in the mouth of the skull. That's the correct entrance.
Oh, you guys are over there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm still playing around these islands. Hold on.
Oh, up we go. That is so cool. Oh man, that is really cool.
I just sit there and do that all day long.
Oh wow.
Damn, it is cool up here.
Isn't that great? And it gives a great view with the sunglasses, like his windows looking out.
Yeah, yeah.
How do you get up there?
Go in the mouth, go all the way to the back.
Yep.
And then I'll meet you down there.
Yeah, this is absolutely awesome.
Isn't it great?
Oh, is this
I love
this
it.
button thing?
Yeah, so stand right here, and you got to stand in between the two like pistons, and then hit the button.
Okay.
So I got totally distracted there. I ended up going around the server with Maryland and DMAC, giving Maryland a tour of everything, and he is an awesome guy. It's great to have him on the server. He's still online at the moment, but I got well and truly distracted by that. We spent about an hour looking around, and I'm pretty sure Maryland is going to upload his first episode on the server, so there will be a link in the description box for that. Go and check it out. We had a really cool time. He's a nice guy, and the reason that I came over here was to go and check on the lava, because I think we need to update that, and I just kind of wanted to come over here, update the lava, and also subscribe to the Hermit Herald. And why can't I sprint? It is because I am already sprinting. Wow, I'm so used to those speed beacons, it doesn't feel like I'm sprinting half the time. But the Hermit Herald, now I've been watching other people's videos and they've been reading this, and I've already sort of read it for other people's videos quite a few times, and I think this is it up here. Let's see if we can grab one of those. Oh, no, Carol, what are you trying to do? You're trying to steal my book. I think we have to pay for that as well. Now, this I'm pretty sure is the one that other people have been reading in their videos. There's been a lot going on around here lately, and I'm terrible at reading, so I'm not even going to try. I'll flick through the pages quickly for those of you who haven't seen this, but I'm pretty sure most of you have been watching the other Hermits videos and will know exactly what's going on here. But I have to subscribe to this because this is awesome. Our own little newspaper, keeping up to date with all of the stories of what's going on. And it is 1 gold bar per copy. Well, I don't have a gold bar at the moment, so I'm just going to dump a diamond in there. By the way, these diamonds that I have, they are from the feather falling shop at the old Hermit Town. And also I got one in a chest. There was a Christmas tree and Christmas presents. I don't know how I didn't know about this, but I got some Festivus cookies, a Christmas cake, some slime balls, some Bucks Fizz, champagne, and some mulled wine as well, which is pretty damn awesome if you ask me, but there we go. I think you can also subscribe to the Hermit Herald somewhere as well. I'm going to have a look around for that. Oh no! No! Oh, that sucks, but the heck? I was standing over here and Cleo was up there. Ah. So now that I've read this, what we have to do is put in a diamond in the chest along with a subscription request. So I guess we're going to say who is subscribing. I'll put my name in the book or something. We can also buy an advertisement for a diamond, which is a really cool idea. And we can also do the same thing for stories as well, which is pretty damn awesome. And that is... Aha! Excellent. That is what I'm looking for. But the chest is over here. So, Suma would like a subscription. Please deliver to the Wastelands. Awesome. And then we'll sign it. Subscription. Sign and close. Excellent. Right, let's put that in there. Let's put another diamond in the chest as well. And also... Oh, me and DMAC and Maryland were nosing around here. I've just noticed it's for employees only, but we're going to go down and have a look down below anyway, because this is really cool down here. There is a nice little room. This looks really cool here. There is orders and requests. I'm pretty sure we're going to see my one right there. There you go. That's where it goes down to. And there is a printing machine, the Copymaster 9000. Warning, do not open whilst machine is in operation. Risk of mauling. Excellent. There's some printed page in there. That is so cool. There is also a button there. I'm really tempted to press that. There's a dispenser and poorly printed page, mangled page. Oh, the detail is brilliant. I love this. This is great. Anyway, let's go and see if Cleo has repaired the damage at the front there. I don't think I picked up any of the items for building this actually, so shouldn't have got in the way. Actually, let's repair that. I can help out a little bit here. There we go. Sorry about the creeper. I don't have any sandstone though. That sucked. Apparently she was standing at the top of the stairs here, so kind of annoying. But I am totally distracted. The reason we came over to this area was to fill up the lava. I just wanted to keep on top of this, even though it's probably going to be running for quite some time. But people have been really active in this area lately, so we want to keep this topped up. And I'm pretty sure we have some supplies in the Nether. Now, this is one way... Ah, how does this work? When I go through this portal, I'm going to go to the wrong place on the side of the Nether, aren't I? Yep, I am up here. Okay, and I have a fire resistance potion, which is pretty awesome. We're going to drink Buck's Fizz just to be safe. Anyway, I'm going to go down there. I'll do this off camera. You don't need to see it unless anything spectacular has happened in the Nether. I'm just going to go down and fill up all of that iron. Make some iron buckets and fill them up with lava even. Right. So, one thing I didn't actually think about with this place was the fire resistance potion. We've got 2 minutes left, and I've just finished doing all of the buckets that came from the other side, so this should fill it back up when we go through. If you haven't seen this place before, it's basically a bunch of hoppers that go over a lava lake, so we can stand out here, fill up the buckets, chuck them into the hoppers, and then they get sent through this portal down at the end here, which sends them up to the community smelting thing, whatever we want to call it. And there's those buckets I just chucked in the hoppers, so I'm picking most of those up right now. And that is actually what I expected to see, and this is why we have the chest here. If it will let me open it, then we can put our buckets of lava in there. And there we go, that problem's taken care of. And I've just realised that I've forgotten to pick up my items that I dumped in the chest on the other side, and when I go through this way, it's going to take me all the way back to the top again. Ah. So I left this book in here, which wasn't a good idea. I think I also left some food, but we'll leave that there. It's good to leave a few useful items lying around. There's also a fire resistance potion in that chest, which is a good thing. So all of this should be backed up. Didn't I just put that in there a moment ago? Apparently not. All of this should now be filled up, which it is, which is excellent. That means there is plenty more lava for people to use. And this thing is good to go, but I just got to head back over to Cleo's. It's not publishing company anymore. She actually changed the name of it to Copying Inc., I do believe. I'm just going to drop that book off, and then we'll probably be heading back over to the Wastelands. Oh, I can't express why I think that looks so weird. They all move at the same time. Oh, this game is so derpy. Brilliant. I'm getting too much enjoyment out of that. That is hilarious. Oh, hello. Oh, it's the way they turn around. Uh-oh. For an ender pearl and a pigman walked right in front of me, didn't he? And I think I'm actually going to be okay, because there's no pigmen over here. And now we're kind of out of range of them. And when we go over here, those pigmen are going to despawn, and then they shouldn't be aggressive for anyone else in the nether, which is all good. So as long as they despawn, that's not going to be a problem for anyone else. And on the way out of there, by the way, I picked up the 2nd edition. Zombie Cleo was actually in the process of putting that up. And I'm not going to read this on camera because I'm terrible at doing that. So if you watch some of the other hermits, I'm sure they'll be reading the books. It seems quite a lot of people are interested in the Hermit Herald. But anyway, we're almost back at the Wastelands now. There was a lot that I had planned for this episode, and I did want to do a little bit of talking beforehand, go around and do a couple of errands, and quite a lot of time has passed by, so I'm thinking what we should do is a little bit of a time lapse and not do as much as I was expecting to do, but maybe make it a little bit more entertaining, because we have done the first part down there. We have built the underground part, and wow, that looks really weird, and there is a lava pool over there as well. There we go, thank you, it's back. So we've done the first part, and the second part is the ender pearl elevator that goes up into the sky, and I have actually changed my mind recently about what I wanted to do here, and the reason why is because I want to keep this jungle temple or desert temple, whatever the hell I decide to call it. I want to keep it as part of the Wastelands. It has become quite iconic, you know, this desert temple just sitting right in the middle of this area, and I think what we should do is actually upgrade this thing but also move it over to there. And so what I think we should do is clear a nice section of land around this and then rebuild this entire structure over there. However, there's probably going to be two of these for a while because I have all of my chests in here, and that is going to take a long time to move, and we need to build a proper storage system for that first. But we're going to be building another desert temple, and I know what's going to happen. We're going to have two of them sitting next to each other, and it's going to be absolutely ages before before I get rid of this one. But that's what I want to do, because on the inside there, if you look at where that ender pearl elevator is, that needs to be a little bit lower, and that can actually be a room inside of this jungle temple. So I was thinking, like this one, I'm very fond of having my little setup over here where we have these droppers and little chests full of my tools and armor and things like that. I want to keep this little setup inside the desert temple, except we're going to move it over there. So you would come down from up above. If you wanted to go to the little section inside the building, then you would hold down shift, land on the ender pearl elevator, and you could walk off to the side. If not, you could go straight down to the area down below. Now above this desert temple we are also going to have like a sky platform, and then another one above it, and up there is where we're going to have our nether portal. And I've kind of realised that to do simple stuff in this area, we're kind of making it complex. You're going to come from the nether, you need to come and pick up a few items, you're going to spawn up in the sky, drop all the way down to bedrock level, then you're going to go to the storage area and then come all the way back again. And it's not the most convenient way of doing things, but I just want to go all out with this. I don't want to, you know, try and make the most simplistic or easy to use base. I want to do something that just seems a little bit spectacular. And by the way, that pig over there, he caught my attention a moment ago. Ever since Romeo died, there has been this other roaming pig that is always visible wherever I go in the Wastelands. I always see this guy. It's like he's the ghost of Romeo or something. In fact, he is the ghost of Romeo. I've just decided that. And he's gone. Well, that was a crazy build. That took longer than expected. That seems to be the case with everything. I'm starting to think that I just underestimate how much time I should be putting into these projects. But I've got some diamonds. We have a refund from Cleo because the second edition of the Hermit Herald came out. So we got a diamond there. And also Hypno and Jevin have been over and they've brought some sand and sandstone and they've put the diamonds in the chest. So now we have a few more of those. We are looking good. Almost enough to craft another block. But let's go outside and have a look at this second desert temple that we have now. This is crazy. This really is. And it's going to take some time to move all of the things in here over to there. But you may notice that this desert temple is bigger. And that's because I wanted to keep the shape that we have at the top here. Now there is the entrance down into the area from above because we're going to build another portal up in the sky. And this is how the previous one looked. So I needed to keep it at the same height. You can see they're level, but this needed to be big enough to have those drops down in the middle. So this thing is a lot bigger and it looks pretty crazy. If you look at where it is in the actual wastelands, it looks like it should be raised up a few blocks as well because all of this around the edge is higher, so I'm probably going to have to do a little bit more terraforming around the edges. I reckon though we should go and have a look from a distance because this thing probably looks ridiculous standing next to another one. Let's go over to the Ghost of Romeo and we're in a hole. Let's jump up here, get ourselves a nice view. Yeah, that looks pretty weird. There's two of them now, but over time, of course, we will remove the other one. Yeah, that is crazy, and you can tell it looks a fair bit bigger. It kind of looks like there's more of a platform at the top there, but then we've got that little entrance right there, right where the crosshairs are on the top level, which we don't have on this design, which I might add, but I'm really not sure at the moment. Anyway, let's go over there and have a look at this thing. It is huge. It has, that was perfect, this big room at the top to come down from up above. You can see it lines up with that down there. So a few blocks down from where that is at the moment, that's where our ender pearl elevator will be. It will go through this up to another ender pearl elevator a little bit higher than where we are now. And that is a real mouthful to say. But there is something that I realised after doing this, is that all of this blocks out the skylights that we put in the last episode. No, it wasn't the last episode, it's in between episodes. And so I was thinking about how we could fix that, and what I think we're going to have to do is use some of this yellow stained glass, and it's probably not going to look the best, but it will do the job for now, I think. And this will all be in the same position on each side because it's centered around the center of this area. And then we'll do the one on the other side as well, and then we'll go have a look. And I had to do this on the other one, by the way. There was a sky lamp that went right up into it. You can see it just over there. We'll go take a closer look at that. That really doesn't look too bad. I think I might have to put some sandstone on the back side of that, though. If we go up here and have a look, it's kind of noticeable. Like I said, with some sandstone behind it, it's probably not going to be so bad. And from a distance, you'll probably barely notice it. But it's only going to be, I think, the 4 of those that I put in. Or actually, oh no, wait a minute. This could be bad. So it lines up with the corner of this. That's not good. That is not good. I tell you what, we're probably going to move this over by 1 block. Maybe in this direction, so it goes all the way up to the top there. Which would actually be good, because then it'd be out of sight, whereas this is right on the edge, so you can kind of see it. Which would give me an incentive to move this again. So after I spent all that time putting these in position, I might actually change that. Yeah, there's a lot of chopping and changing that's going on with this project because it isn't really fully thought through. I just kind of do it as I go along. But we should go and have a look where that sky lamp came from down below, because when I was doing that I was a little bit worried that I'd broken my villager trading system, and actually you can see over here it comes up right on the edge here. So I broke through into that water stream and I had a feeling that I might have broken something, but actually I was on the edge. I didn't change anything at all. So we can still do the whole villager trading thing, although that is going to change in 1.8 obviously. But now I'm just thinking, I'm not sure exactly what it is I'm going to do next, but I really like this area. I like how we have our tools over here and our weapons and armor in chests, and we have some valuable materials and useful ones as well. And what I've decided I'm going to do is rebuild this in the other one, make it bigger, make it slightly different,
have a few more chests for the more important stuff, but all of this sand that we have everywhere, this is just going to go down into the bulk storage. So we're going to have like a storage area for useful items and things that we want to use often up at the top, which kind of makes sense because when you first come into this area, you're going to drop straight down into that. And that is another thing actually. The ender pearl elevator we're going to have in here will be level with the floor, and that means there's a lot of room above it, so there's a lot that we can do in here. But yeah, anyway, I'm getting a little distracted here. What I'm planning is the most useful stuff is going to go in here, and then all of the other stuff will go into bulk storage down at the bottom. Well, we have made a fair bit of progress this episode, and I was about to build the ender pearl elevator, which is going to go up into the jungle temple or desert temple, whatever you want to call it. And I was just thinking that maybe it's a good idea to take a break here because we've done quite a bit, we've been doing a lot recently, and I'm thinking I might want to redo this structure a little bit, change some things with it, because we've got the sky lamp and I need to move that now, and I think it would be a good idea to put a lot of thought into this. We also have some problems with the ender pearl elevator as well. Now the way I want to do this is to maximize the distance between each of the stations so you get the most out of your ender pearl. However, that means that the next platform is going to be at that height there, and that for me is a little bit too close to this thing, and so I might want to rebuild something. I also might want to make it so that the ender pearl platforms are closer together, and then that means you'll have to use a few extra when travelling up and down. But I think it's a good idea to end things here, give myself some time to think about everything. But we have done a fair bit this episode, and we've also had a bit of a chat as well, had some fun going around the 1.7 area, so I do hope you have enjoyed it, and if you have, remember to leave a like, it will always be appreciated. But that is it for this episode, so as always, thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you next time.